Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Your name and info will be confidential. Today I will be giving you a 5-question tarot card reading. So, hello, I'm really grateful for the fact that you were recommended to me from a close client of mine. I know you're going through a lot right now, and I am willing to help you and see and get some clarity and guidance from your spirit guides and the spirits that work with you. As I read the entire story, and funny enough, I can relate to the story, as I've been through something similar like that with somebody who is actually who was from the UK. So I understand that perspective you're going through, and so we're going to start off with clearing out the energy. I'm going to use some Palo Santo for this, and then from there I will do a quick little prayer to be able to tune into your energy and keep away anything negative out of the reading. So let's begin here. Alright, we ask the universe today to reveal to this client what she needs to know in this present time. We ask that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's higher purpose and God's higher intention. I have the client's name and the person she's asking about. I have his name in my head as well. And we ask that the information that comes through may come through God's white light. We ask that the information that comes through may come through very specific and detailed, and may be of just of what she just needs to know. No matter what the timing is, no matter if it is of not in our control, we just ask that what she needs to know is revealed. Thank you. Alright, so let's start shuffling here. Nope, that kind of flew out, which is funny. I'm not going to touch it. So if you saw, that's called when we do readings, if a card flies out, it's usually a jumper card. So just to let you know, I am a psychic medium, so I am psychic. I can tune into somebody's energy, life path, past, present, future. I'm also medium, which is my strongest suit. I can communicate with past loved ones that have crossed over in spirit. So that is something I can do over the phone or separate, in an intimate session. But anything that has to do with psychic energy, I can definitely do through videos, as I just need your name to tune into it, just like now. So we're going to start off with your first question. Will he realize that he made a mistake and come back to me and will get back together with me? So this is just an extra card. We're going to tune into his name and see what's going on with him. Will he realize that he made a mistake? And will he come back to her? Let's just see the energy he's picking up here. We'll do a little love spread here for him. Right, so it's kind of like telling me there's just still a lot of tension right now, and there's something negative about it. So there's some form of negative energy, toxic energy coming through, and it's obviously coming from his mother, and it's kind of being impacted and very much pushed upon him. So there's still tension. So we're going to continue confirming here if will he realize. It just seems like for me, it's just hard for him to manage. And obviously you know that. It's been hard for him to manage. He has a lot of anxiety. I don't feel like he's out of love with you. I feel like he still loves you. I also feel like there's just kind of, for me, it's like a standstill. So I don't feel like he really thinks about, have I made a mistake, or like he doesn't the point is he tries to avoid thinking about it. That's the issue here. He tries to avoid what's happening. He doesn't want to think about what's really happening. I feel like he's just literally a robot, and he's like literally just trying to be in this um like automatic mode right now without thinking emotionally about things. So I'm going to do the love spread, the actual love spread that I was planning on doing. Just seeing here. I'll look, another card flew out for you here. There's 2 extra cards here. Alright, so this is very, very interesting. I don't feel like you guys are over. I truly feel like there will be communication again, if anything, but there's just, it's like a big, there's a break happening. There's just a break, and it's needed. This break is needed. And the 2 cups comes through, so there is this genuine connection you guys have very much. Um, it's kind of like still saying you guys are in a relationship when you're not, if that makes any sense. So that's why I get that feeling where it's not really over. And usually, if you feel in your intuition, your gut feeling, it's not over, it's usually still not over. I feel like I really truly feel like he's gonna try to figure out things with his mom first to see how she does with the therapy or whatnot and see where he can go from there. But there is this energy where there's just choices and decisions being presented between you both, and it's still it's still not over. Um, I feel like there's just a lot of learning and growing that's taking place here, and obviously you're not willing to accept this transition. The only thing is, I feel like it's just there's too much um, going on. It's like the relationship is not balanced right now. I mean, it wasn't in these past weeks, and that's why he kind of, like a pressure cooker, went on overload, and he's very scared to experience this again. I feel like there's a sense as well. He's trying to carry everything. He's trying to hold everything together. And then to top it off, I feel like he was lying at times to his mom about you and trying to like change stories up. But there's something of him like not being honest with you about either. So I don't know what he's not being honest with you about. Maybe he's hiding something, or he's just not being completely honest with you about everything. So there's this energy where he's probably like, there's some form of like, still like, he's not being completely open and honest with you about something. Um, I feel like his mom comes through, which is the Queen of Wands, which represents a woman that's very like, strong and wants things her way. But the fact that it's reversed, that means that he has issues with her, and there's issues occurring. I feel like there's things he wasn't really completely honest with you about, and I think it is due to the fact that he was trying to make everyone happy. Um, and you can't make everyone happy, if that makes any sense. It's very, very much very difficult and impossible to do. You can't make everyone happy. I don't feel like he thinks about if he made a mistake. I don't feel like he really thinks about that. He tries to avoid emotionally how that feels. I feel like you guys are on a break right now. So I feel like I can't see a relationship again right now. All I see is that there's a break, and I do see some form of communication, but there's a break happening, and it's needed because he couldn't handle it emotionally. He's on overload, and it's too much. It's too much. Um, I I feel like there's just gonna be a long break, a long break. Um, and there's a possibility of communication. Most definitely, I'm picking up, but there's a long break. I don't feel like he's made that decision to want to get back with you. I don't feel that. I feel like um he's not thinking about it. He doesn't want to think about it. But let's see here. We'll ask more questions to confirm more. Will he be able to find the strength to stand on his own feet and fight for a relationship? So we're just going to tune into his energy more here. I really do feel like he's trying to wait it out to see how his mother's going to do with the therapy, how that's going to work out, and taking care of her. Will he be able to find the strength to stand on his own 2 feet? Let's try this. Like the relationship card comes in again. I keep on. Wants to talk about love. The feeling I get is that he's not willing to take charge. Um, he's not willing to take charge. I feel like he wants to be responsible, and he wants to take care. He wants to be there for everyone. But there's this feeling that he just doesn't like feeling pressured by anyone, and his mom knows how to get him in the weakest places, if that makes any sense. I feel like he thinks you're always going to be there. That's something I'm feeling. So I feel like he feels like there's nothing to worry about with you. And I think he feels like that you're very much in love with him. So no matter what, he has this kind of like power over you. So I don't feel like he knows or feels like you're going to go anywhere. And I think that's why he doesn't think about, did I make a mistake? I feel like he's thinking like, I feel like she knows that I'm doing this for a reason, and I'll come back to her. I feel like he feels like he'll possibly want to come back to you, but he just doesn't know when. That's what I'm picking up. He just doesn't know when. But there's a very strong love here, and there's this possibility of a long-term relationship with him too. There's a long-term respect and mutual connection you both have that will make this a very long, everlasting relationship. I think it's like he feels like you're aware of like what he's doing. I think he is trying to tell you, hey, I will possibly come back to you. I need you to like hold on for a second. Hang in there and hold on. I'm trying to see if this works. I'm trying to see if this will do anything with my mom. Um, and then I'll try this again. But let's see, I need you to hold on. So that's something I'm feeling like he's thinking. But let's see here. I'm going to pull out 3 more cards. It's just like, it's going to feel like time's going to take a lot. It's like time's going to pass, most definitely. I feel like it's going to be a long process, and time's going to pass. And there's going to be a long period where there'll possibly be no communication, or it will just be like you guys are not together for a long period of time. I'm feeling like within like 3 to 4 months, there's this possibility where he's just going to be thinking, and he's going to think about it and see. But I really do feel like he's very, very much, he's not sure. he is not sure. I just feel like he's not so worried because I feel like he thinks he'll always be there. That's what I'm picking up. But he is not sure. I would say that if anything would change, it would change within 3 to 4 months. But other than that, I really do feel like he's he's in a different place mentally, and it seems like he's trying to force himself to head in a different direction than the one he was going with you. I feel like his head and his heart is saying two different things. His heart's telling him something, and then his head's telling him something else. So he's kind of right now going with what his head is telling him, what his mind is telling him. I feel like he thinks you'll always be there. That's what I'm picking up strongly. Um, but I really do feel like he's probably gonna reach out to you again. I don't know when. Um, and there's this energy where he'll reach out to you because he needs you with something, needs something emotionally, or he needs you, or he needs something. Something's gonna happen where he'll reach out to you, possibly through a text or something within like 3 to 4 months. On a level of desperation, I'm feeling. Um, but right now he's trying to be cold because he doesn't want to get triggered emotionally, to feeling like he really needs you because he wants to see how this is going to unravel with his mother. Um, will he be able to find the strength to stand on his own 2 feet and fight for our relationship? To be honest, no. Not right now. I don't feel so. I feel like he's in a place where he doesn't have the strength to, and he's too much manipulated by his mother, and she's trying to hold everything together. Um, and it's quite difficult for him because he's very manipulated by her, and there's a lot of he has a lot like um, there's a controlling thing um, that happens with him and with his mother. So I feel like no to that question. I don't see him having the strength to do that. I mean, if he hasn't been able to and he's been trying and he kind of broke into pieces, there's a possibility. No, I'm feeling no to that question. Um, Number 3, Ben and I face 2 large obstacles in a relay. I need for it to do with me. Okay. In answering that question about will he be willing to do that with you, I really think I feel like he wants to. I feel like he's willing to. I feel like he wants to. Again, when he spoke to you on Tuesday, I really do feel like his head was in a different space. Um, I feel like he said a lot of things he didn't mean on that day just to make himself feel strong and to be strong for himself. So there's a lot of things he said on Tuesday that he didn't really mean. I feel like he would be willing to go through all that with you, but he's not willing to go through all that if it's not going to be worth it, if his mom's not going to approve. He's always going to have something with his mother, which is very difficult, and I would not recommend that to anybody wanting to have a life with somebody like that because in the end it's going to be this constant thing that's never going to end, and it's going to be this kind of jealousy or this attention she's trying to get from you, so that the attention's on her. Honestly, I do not feel like it's with. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like it's your race. I feel like she just doesn't like you. I feel like I don't feel like it's your race. If they're saying that, okay, maybe that can tie into it, but there's something that I feel like she just does not like you. I feel like he there's something about the way he met you or the way it happened that she doesn't like. I also feel like she's not easy to to make happy. She's not a very happy person, his mother. So she's constantly struggling with trying to be happy. So she'll never really be happy with everything that you do or he does for her. She won't be satisfied because she'll always struggle with being happy. I feel like she suffers some form of mental issues, some chemical imbalance due to I think it just goes she like I don't know if it's bipolarism or something like that or some form of depression, manic depression, but I do feel like she suffers from something like that. And I think he knows that. And I think there's things he hasn't told you. I think there's more things to that situation he hasn't told you about. And he's just protecting you. I feel like he wants to protect you. And I think that's another reason why he doesn't want to continue the relationship because he wants to protect you from his mother and from dealing with that whole situation. Um, I so let's see here. So I do feel like he's willing to go through that with you for the transition to a different, the religious thing, but I feel like he doesn't want to put you through all that due to his mom, and he's just protecting you. So what he said on Tuesday is because he's protecting you. He doesn't want you to continue to get hurt, as he knows he's hurting you, and you're getting hurt with everything that's been happening. He knows you love him, but he just doesn't want it to get worse. That's what I'm picking up here. And um, he's willing to let you go to make everything be at peace again. That's the messed up part. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody's not willing, it's not about putting it's not about putting somebody first. It's not about that. It's about knowing your own boundaries towards things and knowing that it's your life, and that people can't really control your life, especially if he's a grown man. He's a grown man. So it's a little bit it's very strange, and I understand maybe he has a close relationship with his mother, but his mother has this thing with him that's very manipulative, and I don't think it'll ever go away. So that's why I'm saying that if you would be caught in that, it would be this constant thing. And it would be a sick thing, because let's say if you have children with him, it will be this thing where she will try to control. And she will use herself as a way to control him and control your life and control everything. So you gotta think of this as a blessing in disguise in some very weird, strange way. And think of it as this separate time from each other is a great time for you both to reevaluate your situation and really realize what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. So I'm going to go on to your next questions here. Go on to question number 4. He protects you a lot, so a lot of things he says he doesn't mean. I feel like he has this protection over you, which is good, but not so good because he lets still his mother kind of run his life, which is not very healthy. There's a very unhealthy relationship he has with her. What should I do now? I haven't heard a single word from him. Broke up with me on Tuesday. I don't know why that is. I do sit tight and wait for him to come back to me, or do I take action? Send him a message, let him know that I love him, that can be strong for both of us. Okay. You actually messaged me while reading your message, hon, right now. Um, I'm actually messaging you back. Alright, let me see here. Let's go to question number 4. Question number 4. What should I do now? You said the business trip. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna ask your guides and the universe to reveal to this client what should she do next. What should she do with this situation with this person? Should she wait or should she fight for him? Should she wait or should she, let's see here. That's not even, didn't even answer my question. The cards didn't even answer my question. It's talking about how you obviously feel hurt, which I know that. But let's see here. Should she wait or should she fight for him? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like sugarcoating things. So I don't like telling people what to do either, because you can do what you like, you know? There's this energy that's coming through saying, if you want to wait, wait. But your guides are saying it doesn't look like it's going to change. The situation doesn't look like it's going to change. It doesn't look like he's going to fight for you in the way you want him to. Unfortunately, it seems like he's too scared. Let's say he's a pussy. All right, that's the word I'm getting. He's a pussy. He's scared. And he's not going to be honest with you about things. He'll hide things and change his story up because he just wants to make everybody happy. And then to top it off, he's not willing to let it go and let go of this thing that he has with his mother, as this represents somebody who's trying to hold on to their possession and not let go. So the last card you have here is the best option will be to look for better and to go to higher grounds and to find something better. But if you'd like, you can wait. I mean, there's no harm in waiting. I wouldn't wait so long. I just feel like he's not going to change very quickly. And I don't see that really happening. The cards are showing me that he has too much fear. And I don't think he's going to do that. I don't feel like he will do that. If he hasn't done it, look, if he hasn't done it now, what makes you think he's going to do it now or anytime soon? So there's this energy where he's just too much of a wimp. If he tries, he'll just still be lying about it, and he's still not willing to let go of this possession he has towards this situation. Look, when you're dealing with somebody like this, I would be like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like then we should just stay separate and you work your things out with your mom. And if naturally with time we just don't end up together again, then it's just not meant to be. And it just hurts, and I understand that. Just even thinking of that, that's so hurtful. The way it ended and the way everything just unraveled, and I completely understand because I've gone through things like that before. But there's always a higher reason to why this happened. I call it a blessing disguise. I think your guides were protecting you and they didn't want you to end up dealing with somebody and having kids with somebody that you have a future with where their mother or their baggage is very effective and starts destroying your relationship little by little. Imagine if you have kids with them and then it's like his mother or the situation itself starts getting destroyed because of her. It would just be a hot mess. So think of this as your guides protecting you, you know? And this was a lesson. I feel like this was some form of lesson and for you to learn. Just for now, don't contact him. You've spoken to him. He knows how you feel. I feel like he thinks he still has you and you're still there and you're always going to be there. So just don't do anything. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he puts his man pants on. But right now, I just feel like he's not going to do anything. I don't see him changing anytime soon. I feel like he'll contact you saying he misses you or he's thinking of you, whatever, but I don't see him really, really having that strength to change completely and have that strength. I don't see that. So it's like, in the end, then if that time goes by and you're still like dwelling on it, it's like going to be eventually a waste of time and a waste of emotions. So I would just say to let it be, let go, let God, let go, let God. That's my term. Let go, let God. Um, it's a blessing in disguise, I feel. Let go, let God. I don't feel like he's the one for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like he's the person you're gonna marry and have children with. I don't feel so. I feel like this was just an experience. Um, and you guys have had past lives together and there's a strong connection between you both, but I don't feel like he's the one for you now. If it ends up working out, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's always gonna be struggles with him and his mom. That's never gonna change. So I'm just telling you, I feel like he's not the one for you. Gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like he's man enough for you. Um, Now let's go on to your fifth question here, which is when will I hear from him? Will we be in a loving relationship with each other again? Okay, so when will I hear from him? Oof. When will she hear from this person again? Interesting. I feel like you'll hear from him pretty soon. I don't feel like he'll be far away, but again, I don't think anything will come of it. I think he'll just communicate with you and it'll just be this constant back and forth thing of emotions. But I feel like he's too scared and I don't think he'll dive into that again. I don't feel like he'll dive into the whole process of a relationship again and going through all that again. I just feel like he's too scared. He's very, very scared. Has a lot of fear. I feel like he'll communicate with you soon. Maybe it's just like the thing is there's no time frame because I'm feeling like this texting or whatever will be like scattered throughout the months. But I'm feeling like this energy where they're saying like if within 3 months nothing changes, I would just drop it. I would truly just drop it. Um, because it's not going to after that. I feel like it'll just be a drag. But I see scattered communication. Um, I'm picking up possibly he'll communicate with you. Um, mm, that I'm not sure of. I feel like there's maybe a month, maybe close to 2 months. Um, but definitely not anytime sooner. I really think he's trying to stay strong and he's trying to cut you off and he's trying to be cold on purpose. That's what I'm picking up. It's like a shield. It's a defense for himself. Um, and that's why he seems like a different person, which I completely understand that because I've gone through something where like the person broke up with me and then like when I spoke to them they like were a different person. It's a defense mechanism. They just do that to stay strong so they don't give in. So he just doesn't want to give in. So, since he wants to be like that, you be cold too and just let it be. You've done everything in your power. You did nothing wrong. It's a situation he has to figure out within his his own self and with his mother. And if that's the case, then he'll have always issues in every relationship because I'm gonna tell you right now, his mother is never gonna be satisfied with any person he gets with. I'm gonna be honest with you because that's just the kind of person she is. She's never happy. Nothing makes her happy enough. So you did nothing wrong, and I don't think it's your race. I don't think it's that. I think it's something else. Has nothing to do with you. And don't let that put you down as you are beautiful and you are strong and you deserve better. And the right person will appear in your path. Again, this is just a lesson and experience. I feel like your guides want to protect you. They want to protect you from the situation, as it could have gotten further and could have gotten worse. So take this as a blessing in disguise. And again, you can contact me within a month or so, or a couple weeks, to see what's happening. We could check up on the vibration, because things can shift. But I am seeing right now he does not have the strength. He is very scared right now. He's really scared. I don't think he's not wanting to do that all over again. I don't think he does want to do that all over again, sadly, unfortunately. So let's pull a couple of cards to see what your guides, a message from spirit to see what they want to say to you that could help you right now. A message from spirit, some advice for her right now. Beautiful. They're very loud and clear. The cards are coming in loud and clear. I love it. Almost literally the same exact cards came through. Okay, so they want you to have strength right now. Please have strength. I know things catastrophically fell apart in a very sad and horrible way. Your guides know you're feeling sad, lost, and lonely right now, but they don't want you to do anything. They want you to just wait for now and see what happens, and just go with the flow. I feel like he's going through a lot right now, and he's trying to figure himself out. So yeah, give him some time, but I said again, nothing longer than 3 months, as I'd feel like nothing will change then. He's in this back and forth, hot and cold thing that he's going through right now with his mom and himself. So it's really hard. He's fighting with his head and his heart. And you don't need to do anything else, because there's nothing you can do. You've spoken to him, you've told him how you felt. It'll probably make it worse if you try to communicate with him and you try to show him, he knows you're there and he knows you love him. Okay? There's this energy that you need a break. You need to recover right now. You need to emotionally take care of yourself. Okay? There is a long-term, beautiful energy to your relationship with him, but it's that woman is creating problems with that situation. Okay? And then there's obviously something very negative and toxic about it. I feel like there's maybe a possibility he can come around, but it depends on how he acts these months. Because he's very hot and cold right now. He is very confused, and I'm gonna tell you, even though you said, oh, he's a different person when he talked, but I'm gonna tell you, he's still very confused and very scared, and he cares a lot about you, and he wants to protect you. That's what I'm feeling. So just let it be, and send energetically love to him, and pray for him, and pray for yourself, that both of you are pointed in the right direction. If things are meant to be, things are not meant to be. But I wouldn't want you to go through this struggle, it's not your problem. It's not your problem to help him help his mom or help him be strong. He has to do that on his own. I have a weird feeling that he's not the person for you, because it's always going to be a struggle with him and his mom. So let's see. Let's just go with the flow for now. But it seems like he has a lot of work to do. He has a lot of work to do. You did nothing wrong. You just have to stay strong, hang in there, and enjoy you. Do what you're doing with yourself, with your job, with your work. Find some centeredness, distract yourself, do some things, I don't know, do things that you love, go out with friends, and distract yourself in a positive way. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that, my dear. Very much hope I was able to bring some clarity and guidance. I think you know what to do. Just stay put and see what he does. The ball's on his court. You've told him how you felt. But I feel like it'll be a lot for him to shift completely. So I'm not sure on that. I don't feel like he's gonna change, but we will wait and see. Like I said, there's free will and things can shift with time. But I would say the longest wait is 3 months. I wouldn't wait any longer than that. So lots of love to you, hon, and I'm always here for you if you need me. And it was a blessing to tune into your energy as I understand what you're going through. And namaste. Bye now.